She was one big one.
Okay, everybody, before we start the meeting, just let you know, we have the OWL recording, seen by probably here anywhere.
Everybody camera ready? All right, at 12 o'clock, I'm going to call the meeting of the Senior Advisory Board, May 9th, after my. Item B, citizens' comments. Do we have anybody who was signed up for citizens' comments?
That's not receiving.
Let's move on to our agenda. Item C1, consider approval of minutes for the April 11th, 2024 meeting and take appropriate action. That has any. So, the 24 items that we have not signed. Do you put any place in there on the new list? Or you like to pass the list? Yeah. You know,
With the addition of
what?
Ruth being absent, I make a motion to leave absent.
The president.
Joyce, second.
What is second with the job? Second. Elected, I'm. Oh, there's two. Okay. All right. All right, I'm just, motion has been made and seconded to approve the minutes as corrected. All those in favor? Opposed? All right, let's move on to CHC review furniture options for the branch connection.
The fun part. Okay, so if you look at the packet that does not say option 2, you'll turn to page 27. And then simultaneously, you look at the packet that says option 2, you'll turn to page 31. Essentially, it's the last page on the packet. So when the furniture company, which is CMGL, they know what all of our finishes look like. And so they dropped off these demo chairs that we have. And then to give some reference, so this is just focusing on the ball for right now. Okay.
They're not motion.
So I can pass these around and I can put them on the chairs, which y'all prefer. Put them on the chair. Put them on the chair. Okay. So this is in the ballroom, the sound panels, right? The blue sound panels. This is the new color. Okay. This
So it is cleanable.
Yeah.
You wipe them
Oh,
off.
it's the sound panel.
Oh, sound,
Yeah.
excuse me.
So this is the sound panel. So for the flooring, it's gonna be done in this color, right?
Too far, I can't see.
Well, I thought they were gonna change the story.
They're not gonna, they're staying is what they're doing.
Then they'll change it.
They're not, the floor is the same, they're just changing the color. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is-
I'm just not sure it makes sense. I mean,
They do this for once a year.
yeah,
Regardless.
why change the color?
And then all of these are the different wall colors that'll be in different areas. It just says wall and then it has kind of all these different ones. So this is that. And then this is one of the, what do you call it? This, yeah, so this is that part too. So that's all the colors. Now, again, she sent 2 options based off of the colors from all the finishes that's inside our, what do you call it? Design book. And so, the big thing I know for us as staff in general is durability, cleanability, stackability. What else am I missing? Usability, man. So we know we had chair volleyball, right? That's a big comfort.
Have you sat in those chairs? Are they comfortable?
So one of them's a little wobbly, but I don't think they're all gonna come wobbly. They're their demo chairs. And
But are they, can you wipe them off or is that a fabric?
well, so the color is what we're looking at. How
No,
about
it's not, that's not
She said something
what
about
the fabric's gonna be.
Do you remember this conversation about the fabric? So the fabric is clean. It's not like the fabric we have on the chairs now. There's some kind of thread they use in it that makes it resistant. There's a term for it.
This
What's
one's,
the term?
So does this,
I like those two better.
if this is the one that we like better, which it's sturdier, can we get it in another color? Or is it gonna be this? beige?
And again, these were just the options. She was like, this is a good starting. And so that's kind of why she printed the two different options.
I remember when both of these came to the council initially. The legs were straight, and after just a few people sitting in it, the
Right.
legs are already.
More out. So the other good thing about
This one is a lot more comfortable as well.
Okay, so the good thing about this one is we can also get them with arms. We stack with arms. I also understand that arms are not necessarily always the funnest to have, but I think they're warranted. So whatever we do, the total number of chairs, so many of them will come with arms. Just because,
But both styles come with arms or just color.
I don't know about that one, but I know that one.
Okay, because that's the thing. I mean, if you sit in it,
Yeah, this one looks.
you'll notice that it's a lot more.
I like the darker.
This
You like the
looks
lighter?
more comfortable.
That one's definitely.
So the other thing that I kind of like about this one is the back end is a hard. So it's not fabric. This one's fabric on fabric.
Oh, hard. Oh.
So that's
Sturdier.
another, food for thought.
Can we sit in them?
You're more than welcome to. It's just driving for us.
I always have to sit in the chair.
Saying that or is it already been decided?
The color, this is just really, again, this is what was pitched with the color finishes that she was aware of. That these are kind of what they say these would be a good fit. So as we go through the notebooks, and there's two options. You'll notice that they also have like the room diagram on it. And it's whatever software that they have that tells us what kind of furniture would fit best in it and stuff like that. And again, that's what I'm not an interior designer.
This one feels much sturdier
Okay,
with this backing on it.
but what would be,
And I'm not that big. This one just feels more comfortable and more sturdy.
The one you're sitting. in
I'll let
doesn't fit.
Matt sit in one and see what he thinks.
so
'Cause I think that.
is the color what the concern is of that chair? Is that where we're at?
But I think the back on that is better.
You don't need to really show your. I prefer the.
We can change the color as long as we know what type of chair.
Yeah.
But if you're stacking them all the time, one with the hard back on it would last longer. And the one with the fabric back. I'll see.
So would y'all be open to me getting some color options outside of the line? Because I do agree. I do like the color knowing that we're so dark and earth tones. But again, it's going to show.
But there's gotta be something in between that's
Sure.
perhaps not that.
We do
shy,
turquoise.
not that-
Maybe something kind of more tweedy that is multicolored that. Can't even touch them.
Throwing a curveball at me.
It's more just.
Now, what do you think?
I'm a quilt designer. I think of those things.
I think the one upstairs. But you're gonna stack them.
And does it fit the
You
row?
better have a hard back on them. okay?
These for stacking.
Get the roll.
So just, I'm sure that you all know that the bond did pass. The
Yes.
bond did pass, the bond did pass, the bond did pass, so that's why we're going forward with culture and things like that, yeah.
And in the ballroom, they use the chairs for the exercise and the balanced bodies. Yes.
It'll be hard to have chair.
Yeah, this would be better.
That's a better chair.
Yeah.
It's much sturdier than this chair.
Yeah.
Better built.
Different color. A tweedy. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make a note.
Did you say?
It's,
I don't think this may.
We want to do it.
The one on the left.
How many of these chairs are we gonna get?
Better built chair.
You can see it.
so it depends. The goal is to get 200, 250. Because A, we have room to store, but then also on the flip side for us, again, where we provide value to our membership, for us, our bread and butter is rental. And so to be able to utilize the ballroom for a high number of attendance, it's also going to be important for us to have high number of chairs. Because the room occupancy is 300. But that's 300 chairs. So if there's tables and stuff out, you're not going to get 300 chairs.
How many will we get with arms?
Yeah, put one on the left.
Yeah.
25%.
Yeah,
of the one.
So straight.
Yeah. But the color needs to be different.
All right.
Okay, so I will get back with her and say, this, we like this chair. What are some options that would go with
Right.
colors?
One on the left.
Okay, so if you go back to the front, we'll just kind of go the front and just kind of walk our way all the way towards the end.
Option 1 or 2.
Both of them at the same time, so that way we have some comparability. So page 3, what this is focusing on is what they're calling as the lobby. So this includes the hospitality bar, the front desk, and the lobby. So you go to page,
In the
Full.
hospitality bar, that, what's up against the wall? Is that where the coffee machines and ice machines and everything is going to be?
so on the back end of the wall, I think it's just a serving top. Anything that we have as far as ice or water or dishwasher, it's all
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
right there.
inside of the bar.
Inside the bar.
Yeah, the hospitality. So that back wall is essentially counter space.
So this is an empty space between the outside wall and this countertop.
Part of the room.
Oh, it's part of the room. Yeah,
Part
that
of the-
that room is storage.
Learning to read.
Yeah.
I have a PDF. When you look at one PDF.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking that way.
So on page 4, it's kind of just the concept of the lobby seating, different styles of chairs, kind of different colored options. And if you remember, I can pull this out. Not gonna do too much, but it gives a little bit of reference. So in that area, you're gonna be looking at, I believe it's this LVT, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the flooring that's gonna be throughout that main area of the lobby. And then, of course, the bar has different color around it, which is.
Cindy Crawford swing on. I wasn't sure.
Is that a front door too?
The front door. Front door is.
Nice. Yeah. Rondo. All right.
And the floorings.
I like that.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah, Cindy.
I like bright blue. Nobody else.
Just in the lobby.
It's the style, not necessarily the color, though. It needs to be color coordinated.
Right.
Especially the floor should be just beautiful, you can add in.
And that is the color of the floor, which is fairly neutral.
That's
Fairly
it.
neutral.
Right.
So this is. This is more towards like the entry, kind of that lobby area where the front desk is. So these are some of the, like, the pillars are at. And so those are kind of hung on the wall, right? And then when we go to the bar area, this is kind of the bar, with kind of the different backsplashes with the bar. And so I know it's not, and then we have that agreeable gray, which is, that's that light gray. I don't know if I still have that swatch. But that's kind of the lobby through the hospitality bar. Let me see if I can find some pretty great.
Could we have a professional interior designer helping us with this or something that?
So this is a company that this is what they do. Essentially, they have the software that we sent them the floor designs. And then they see all the finishes that are on the actual design paperwork. And then they generate kind of options. And then she said, these sets will go good. And then it's a functionality aspect and color. And then these other sets will go good in these functionality. Instead of picking everything from scratch, this kind of gets us a jump started. Here we go. I found it.
Counter, what's it made of?
I think it's 4.
Well, you know, quartz is so easy to clean.
Was-
a big piece.
I passed it to.
But I mean, the big piece.
There's something inside.
Because quartz is so easy to clean, you know. Yeah, I know they're smooth, but some are easier to not mess up than other side. And quartz is cheaper.
Wall, I think is gonna be.
Yes. This is quartz set. Yeah, this is the quartz set, so it'll clean easy.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, but quartz is easier to take care of than marble or.
And they have these graded, I have that picture to show you off. And then this is the wall around the whole facility.
It needs to paint.
I think that's it.
You can sit underneath it. I mean, you don't.
No, they're just.
But if you're having, you have to see what you're sitting at this table.
It's called agreeable grade.
It's not a table.
It's lined up, so that's,
It's a solid.
Well,
which I think,
I can even tell.
you might be able to match it against that.
This
See how
isn't
far.
that-
Gonna be these. Like this side to the chair.
But what about this can, that you can sit?
Yeah, I think that.
Well, but it's not showing it, so that's why.
I think we should.
Well, that's a good surprise. So it's just a bunch of coffee.
So for the lobby seating, and again, the page before has kind of the diagram of what we're calling the lobby seating in the different areas. And that's a mixture of chairs, love seats, and then what they're calling as other different options for tables.
This is a round end table. This table that you have the chairs around. And the floor fan on the page 3, Is that a table like that you can sit up under?
No.
That has a.
So they're like intakes. They're not tables that you can sit under. They're like
None of
coffee tables, in tables, design
They
tables.
do have a convention where you put your coat there. And you put your
So,
clothes on.
so each chair has to have a little side table where you can put your coffee or your drinks or your first or your.
You know, they got some of the chairs where they're, I think they all have a side table.
The tables in the front, like, you have a round
Yeah.
table.
Little.
So Jeff, do we then, are we like choosing the style and then they're gonna?
Well, so again, these are the two concepts. And
There's nothing there.
knowing what the colors are, right?
Yeah.
These, again, this is their two options that they send as a,
Is our starting,
right, but
so then what? We.
so you look at these pictures and you say, I don't like that chair, I like that chair, I don't like that color, I like that color. And all I do is circle it and then I'll go back and say, they like this chair, they want to see different color options. They hate this chair, so they see a different type of chair. If neither one of these have a chair, then you don't think, again, it's hard because I can't have a demo with all the furniture in here, but, you know, these are work.
So like for me, like I'm already starting that and looking at these two like sofa chair options. The more curvy back looks like it would kind of flow better with the ballroom chair style that we do, in my opinion.
So are you talking about in the option two look or the one that,
Option one, so are we supposed to circle what we like?
if you just tell me, I can change the note.
So we're gonna go through each item on both of these, to let you know what we like, on each item on both of these packets. Today,
I don't know how else we're supposed to get this done because the conversation was the board wanted to be involved in the furniture discussion.
Well, what we can do, what we can do is just get some consensus. We can bring it back at the next meeting. When does your order have to go out?
May I suggest that we go through, circle what we like, put our names on it, give it
Just
to
to
me.
make-
That way, they can on the wall.
That's hard. That's all we learned. And I want it in APA format, okay? And I want 4 references cited. Oh, that's gonna be so much better. Thank you, Matt. Or yeah, whoever made that suggestion. Thank you.
Fabian, this, just a question, this, laptop table. We have two options.
Which one do you like?
Those are just gonna be around an area that people can just pull up to them whenever they want to. Okay.
Some of them are bigger.
I think there's different
Gives you the weight on.
little end tables that we have, there's phone chargers on them, there's options in there for, what, there's all sorts of little trinkets. The arts and crafts table, they flip up, but then their height adjusts, yeah? What else?
They have power stands. How does that, is the power coming down?
It's gonna come from the roof, but also the table has a clip on that we can plug into and it's got outlets on it.
Tables have outlets on it.
You'll see it in here. It's an accessory clip onto the table. And you plug it to the outlet and now the table has.
Oh, I see.
The little card table that we selected on the edge, they have a little rubber bumper that raises up. Do I have that? I don't have that. So if you're dealing cards or dominoes or sliding, it stops. So there's just read through it. They have kind of those.
Oh, that's in here. Okay.
All right, we're gonna move on to C3. Like I said, take all this home, look at it, peruse it, and next month we'll come back and put it in the Jackie.
That enough time? Wait till next month.
Make it.
You don't want us to do it today?
Yeah, because I want you to be able to look through and see what you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let us concentrate on the meeting, all right? We may see it because Jackie's going to go to C3 and that we're, going to receive the Branch Connections second quarterly report. Staff will be present to review the branch connections quarterly report. A brief summary is included. However, the full report is attached for review.
So I can go through it on the screen, or if y'all have it on paper, I can just do it through the paper. Y'all want to do that? So if y'all have any questions or graph. So, for this quarter, it runs all the way from October to the end of March. Our total cost recovery at that time was 8%. Over the remainder of the fiscal year, with the facility renovations and our facility being closed, it's going to have an impact, negative impact on our revenue numbers and cost recovery. Membership renewals and new memberships are the only revenue at this time. But during the facility closure, staff continue offering customer service programs to members, offsite programs. We always strive to keep members active and engaged and look forward to the future for members of branch connection. So our year-to-date revenue, our totals are 29,659 for the second quarter. Again, this quarter's main revenue components for membership fees, membership renewals. So for our second one, membership scans, for the second quarter, we're at 11,441. Again, due to facility closure and reduced number of programs, membership scan will continue to be impacted, and it will reflect lower total numbers compared to previous year.
Jackie, let me just, membership scan, when we scan in here, there's no way to differentiate between us and regular rec.
No, it actually does, because I thought it wasn't,
Okay.
but like how we have it over at the church, when you scan in, if you are scanning in with PDC member, it records you as it's not by location. So if your membership is a yearly annual TBC, when you scan in, it counts you as a game.
So
It counts your membership profile when you scan in our facility.
No matter where you scan,
Huh?
no matter where you scan, you're,
Because when I pull the report and I go to see who's scanning, it doesn't by membership packages. And then it pulls it. So if you only come to the rec, you only have a rec membership and you scan, it's only going to pull the rec as county gives a scan, not as us.
What if you have the $100 membership that includes all three?
We all get the credit for the scan.
So we split the money with the silver sneakers?
So they were hosting, they got the silver sneakers funds because they're hosting. Our facility is closed, even though our program moves, it's by facility that's certified as the silver sneakers third party.
Right, so my question about anything that we do at the aquatic center, we do not scan over there. They just check us in manually. Check. I need to come over here and scan and then go over there.
No, you can't at church now.
What I'm saying over there.
No, moving forward, yeah, you need, yeah, scan.
You should be
Scan.
they
They
don't,
don't scan.
No, they don't.
They have the roster. I'll
Thank you for that clarification.
You might be doing it with the roster.
he has the roster report with him, like a page.
Somewhere if he just marks it in his facts.
yeah, they have the notebook and they have a list of.
I'm sure he can go back and cross, but we'll check. We'll check.
So program participation, this category accounts for the total number of program participants. We reported 12,915 participants in our programs for the second quarter. Again, the quarter shows a decrease in the impact of the revenue. The second quarter, we provided 111 different programs. Programs at the time were currently offered at the Rec Center, Historical Park, Nancy Library, Aquatic Center, and the Nancy Watt Center. Year-to-date expenses totaling $350,832. These costs are associated with program staffing costs, instructor pay, cleaning supplies, and off-site fees. This is a 6% decrease compared to last year's second quarter expenses. As we continue to offer various programs for the year without a substantial increase of cost. As we go along through the year, we'll monitor those. And again, please note that during integration closer to branch connection, these expenses will continue with the costs associated with these programs at all of their locations.
So this increase is basically because of the closing of the rent, because of the.
The decrease is on normal at TBC, we average somewhere between 60 to 65 programs a month. Right now, we're averaging about 35, give or take. That difference in 30 programs means we're not spending money on supply, as much money on coffee and stuff like that. Because,
Yeah, but the expense is on the 358, 304.
right, but on it, it's a 6% decrease compared to last year's second quarter expenses.
It's accumulated.
So, next page is the summary, and again, it's just reviewing our cost recovery, right now we're at 8%. And then below that is our MPS, which is stalled at 89%. The Listen 360 surveys go out by facility location. So every scan that was collected here at this facility doesn't reflect on us for Listen 360. So maybe now that we're at the church, and I don't know if they can differentiate and reactivate our, because we're, even though it's not our facility, it's nobody else is there with us. So I'll check to see if our Listen 360 will be back engaged to count for us, so our members can use this. So all in all, that is our second quarterly report, 89.
Before we move on, I would like to say a special thank you to Jackie and Jennifer and staff for all their hard work in getting us all these different facilities. And it's been hard. We go from place to place, but being able to offer us 35 programs, that's fantastic. I really appreciate all of it.
Keeps us down.
Thank you.
Well, can I add one point before you move on, and this is not something to decide today. I'm kind of, on some of the boards on these quarterly reports, are we giving you guys the information you guys want to see? Is there anything you want to do different? Do we need to be seeing that we can remove that's maybe cumbersome? Just think about that. You might add that to the next as an item just for follow-up, just to see. These are here, these have been going for a while, right? You guys have been doing this.
The format's been the same. I know they've evolved, but I don't, Jennifer.
Trivia.
Those are programs. He's talking about that.
The report,
The format.
or just the report in general. Are you, from a board's perspective, is this the information you want to see? If it is, great. If there's anything else we should be doing that you guys want to see that we're not putting in here?
Just a question of, you have your function with the seniors in all our events, and then you're renting out the buildings. I would like to see something separating the cost and income between what is, or is there, of course, the seniors are breaking even, you're making money on renting out the building.
So that's factored in to the cost recovery, because our revenue based off 4 things. Membership renewals, memberships from third party, which is Silver Sneakers, Silver Fit, Renew Active. Then we have kind of game night, like we charge $20 for game night. And then the last one is rental. So that's our only stream of revenue.
Was there something where it shows rentals separately?
Yeah, I mean, I actually have that total revenue is one collective graph, because I have 2 other graphs, and one is purely membership revenue, the other one is other revenue. So it's all the other parts.
I would like to see that.
It's not in here, I just have those 2 separated, and then it feeds into that.
think some of us like to see it.
So not part of it, we can add it later. I'll just show you right now. Jennifer is actually the one that created this. How long ago? 2017, 18?
Reason as Jackie's getting, this takes a lot of work for staff to put together, so if it's something that it's like, well, I don't know, you know, it's either not giving us what we want, or if it's, you know, or if it's doing what it needs to do, great, we'll keep doing it, but I just wanna, you know, we've been doing it for a while, if there's things that we need to change, I wanna be able to get you all.
So this is just an example. So, okay, this is total revenue. See at the bottom where it says total revenue? And we track it by the month through the fiscal years. And then as I scroll over, you're gonna see it accumulate into totals. Now.
Put your glasses on. There we go, there we go.
So you'll see it, right? It accumulates into totals. And then here's what y'all see. This is what y'all see, the total revenue, right? You follow? But down here, I have two separate tabs. One's membership revenue and the other one's TBC rental and user. And so what that does is where y'all see the total between this one and this one, it adds up to what the total is. So I'm already breaking it down into two different ways. Or correction, Jennifer was, and then I just added.
I would like to see. I would
Can
like-
we add, here's my question, can we add that when we have a building? Because right now, we don't have any rental fees.
Right,
Yeah.
Right. yes.
Any other questions or thoughts? Thank you, Jackie.
Well,
I personally like to look at this just to see where we are year to year, and it just keeps us better informed where we might improve as a board to make this the repromise. All right, let's move on to C4, discuss game night event. The agenda is to discuss the Bridge Connection game night event. The staff is confirming game night date, time, location, and genre. This agenda item allows the senior advisory board to discuss and provide direction on all aspects needed for game night and will remain an agenda item until the conclusion of the game night event.
I'm sorry. So game night, as y'all know, is September 14th. And you've already been given your sample letters. I've gotten one request for an electronic file of a sample letter. And you should be going out asking your potential sponsors if they're interested in sponsoring.
We're building the letter, or we're going out there.
Yes, yes, we have a list of.
You've already done
Yeah.
that?
You get them on black.
Oh, I didn't get,
Yeah.
Oh, yours is probably not.
okay. I probably need that.
Does anyone else feel like they need letters? or- Okay, because next month, we have some really. And then the committee that's been helping us with the game night design and theme and all that, they have come up with these 3 different options for the brochure, for the program for that night. And these are the cover page. And we would like to take a vote on which cover page you like best for the brochure.
And look at them more as a concept idea. So, you know, it's not gonna be on Dennis Lane, but, you know, just the overall concept. of what it looks like and pictures from that.
The theme is for the decades. So which cover looks, matches through the decades the most? Is it let's do a raise of hands for this one.
I like it because it's bright. It's really bright, it's great.
One. Okay, for this one.
Too dark.
Yeah, much.
Make it lighter.
Okay, and then for this one.
Well, there you go.
Well, there's our case. Okay, we can more color. Okay, that's it.
They've done different, all of them are. Yeah, large items, right? So that was give a basis. So.
For food, yeah.
We got a couple.
Yes,
Couple bids. Working on getting. At least
one more bid.
So is this like the or like marketing material? Is this kind of the concept and direction?
And it's not the correct address, correct?
Correct.
Correct, yes, so it's not.
It's here at the recreation. That's all right.
Concept, not reference, it's more the concept. Right. What we're saying.
Well, this is also helps out because we have Rachel Johnson, so like when we create tickets and brochures and things like things, we can show them this and they can match kind of all that. Yeah.
Food, I'm sorry. You
Can I
said
just
just
sign on the thing?
they've got a couple of bids. Who are they from? Who are the,
One's from Cracker Barrel
okay,
and one's from Sugar Beet Kitchen. Those are the ones who I've got right now.
How about babes?
Yes, then. Yeah.
Because they're just up in Carrollton.
So the second one, sugar, what?
Sugar Beets Kitchen. They're a chamber member, they're just do a lot of catering and that kind of thing, so. You know, just trying to get some different options out of it, just.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Yeah, it's hard to throw in babes, so.
It's probably not compare barbecue, yeah, but.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farmers Branch bids would be the best.
Right.
Pardon?
Farmers Branch bids would be the best.
Yeah, that would, that's the double bid.
anything else? We've got our concept, we've got any more discussion on money is gonna be spent on prizes, no gifts and certificates, still holding with that, right?
There.
On gift certificates, I don't think, and I'm an adult, and all people come to this game night are adults. I don't see why every person that comes to game night should get a gift.
They're not.
They're not-
They're not going to get it this year. I'm used to me. Okay.
I think it's a lot more fun when everybody can.
Now, last year we all got a gift.
Like those on.
Not everybody.
Oh, we did? Oh, we read out.
Oh, I did not have.
All right, anything else on game night?
Well, I've heard,
All right.
pay $25 and then I get a $25 gift certificate. It's free.
No, they don't do that. They're not adults.
$5.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
All right, let's move on to C5, review events and activities. This agenda item allows board members to discuss and give feedback on any activities or events attended and review the upcoming calendar on June 2nd, 2024. The Bridge Connection Closing renovation activity programs will be hosted at alternate locations listed in the May meeting.
So real quick before we start, I just wanted to say everybody that helped out with Fishing Fun, thank y'all. It's a fun event. We do a lot of work. It's a long day, but how big was the fish that won the grand prize?
It's like 23 and something.
24. So yeah. Yeah, it was, heard something Davis was last time.
It's a little bit of official, big fool.
So what was
It's chemical, I meant to Tuesdays.
yes. But the location.
Yes.
And then as most of y'all already know, just in case anybody does it, we are now officially at the First Baptist Church, which is, I think, I don't know, I think that it's good because it's in a central location. There's just a couple small things that we as staff gotta iron out. You know, we're looking at doing kind of 2 check-in points, one in the gym, one in the main hallway. And there's kind of some small stuff on the back end, but collectively, I think it's gone really good. It's, the parking's a little, but I think over time.
Marty, where's like, you know, learning all the little stuff.
Just over there, right? It looks like they're doing some work somewhere inside, like maybe pulling up carpet.
Yeah, so that's in that hallway, they'll be done.
Okay, but when I pulled up and I parked, and I walked in, there was a purple anything on the patio.
We're talking over here. Stop talking.
Yes. Who appeared to be maybe a homeless person. So sleeping like right next to the door where you walked in.
There were some homeless there Monday.
Or there.
That
Yeah.
they said, we're leaving, we're sorry, we're leaving.
Yeah, she didn't, well, it was lady, she didn't bother me, she got up and left, but it did.
Well, that part of the building now doesn't get, even hasn't been used.
Yeah,
I don't want to assume, but once they realize we're gonna be there for 3 months and we're gonna have traffic in and out, they're probably gonna find something else.
They are very pleasant. I mean, that pastor is so nice. When you ask him something, he'll do it for you. It's very pleasant. Man.
So that being said, we have Zuma Gold that's still here at the rec center because that's at 6:15. Our silver sneakers, mindful yoga, balance bodies, tai chi, and power walking are all at First Baptist in the gym. Wednesday tai chi, they were gonna do the park, but they have opted to change that from the park to the gym, especially with the summer being hotter. Right now for, and then the mixer, we currently have it at the Nancy Watton for May 20th. Moving forward for June, July, August, and September, we are looking at a new, different location as soon as we kind of get that squared away. We'll put it on social media and update, you know, everywhere that we can of the new location, and hopefully we can kind of revive our dance program. So that'll be changing. So other activities at the First Baptist, we have shared moments, photo club, book club, advanced green cards, book club movie, Texas photo, prison cuisine, Tuesday trivia. And I don't think I put it in there, but we have neglected, oh no, that's on.
Froggy Springs. It's at the barbecue, like the park outside the Ranch Connection.
No.
No,
You're changing that to the church.
No.
it's gonna be at the church.
When you're switched to the church,
So for the park, we had listed was cooking club, which was yesterday, which was actually the last day of the school. So then the next one in June will be out at the park. And then, Friday Franks, all the Friday Franks will be at the church. So moving forward, we'll have Friday Franks listed under the church. The other activity offsite is the Mansky Library with Linda Ethel to do an introduction to computer businesses. Then for our recurring weekday activities, Monday we have our park group, fun and team chair volleyball, open rec, mahjong capabilities, lubricant bridge. Tuesdays, line dancing, high and low. Dulcimers, open rec. Wednesdays, line dancing, open recreation, open mahjong. Thursdays, fun and team chair volleyball, open rec, construction quilting. Fridays, quilting group, party bridge, open rec, neglected history, fun chair volleyball. If you haven't been to neglected history, you should come this Friday. We have a President Coolidge impersonator coming out to give some knowledge about President Coolidge. And again, at the Community Recreation Center, we have fly tying Monday nights. And over at the Mansky Library, we have evening crafts.
That was a nice group. I was there Monday.
Good.
And it was
Thank you, Jennifer. Receiving C6, received an update from all appointed subcommittees. This agenda item allows the board members to report, discuss, and exchange information regarding any updates from Spotlight Memorial Century or renovation subcommittees. Yes,
I got one. So the renovation, the bond passed Saturday. I was advised by my director to let the board know that, as far as that phase two and all that fun stuff, he's gonna find that out for us, and as soon as he gets updates, we'll get updates. So that's where we're at with the renovation. And the roof is gonna get replaced. And a backup generator is gonna be installed. Those two items also. That's all. We don't have time limit. But we just know that there's roof. Yeah.
So is that coming out of the bond money?
Yeah. Completely separate.
We actually, I think, already own, we already bought the generator. We just have to put the pad and connect it. And that kind of stuff. So it's sitting in it's sitting somewhere. They'll put it in when we get it ready. Yeah.
People have electricity when nobody else does.
Yes, you'll be one of the few facilities that'll come around online and I guess, similar to here, this facility, and this has a generator as well. So this is for the community. There's a issue, then we'll have places to actually go.
I don't.
I have been told, again, we lost Lynn this week, and her name and, Ray Quellen, who was a former member of the board, are, their names are being put on our plaque. Their names are being read as to state. To, let's see, resolution to facility.
Memorial.
Question,
Yes.
when do we have to do our update again with the city?
That is going to be in November.
Or not till November?
Right, they changed it, our biannual. Our biannual.
Correct, once a year.
Once a year now.
It's an annual.
It's just an annual.
It's just an annual.
Not until November.
Okay.
Yeah, we would have had it in March, I believe, if we had got the full calendar. Yay.
That's good.
All right, let's go on to C7, discuss agenda items for future senior advisory board meetings. Anybody have anything that they would like to see in the agenda for next meeting? School renovation and gaming.
I guess we'll do this for next.
Yes. Yes. Your homework. Anything else? If not.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
Calendar update.
Our meeting in June will be June 13th. Our meeting in July will be July 11th. August will be August 8th. September will be September 12th. And then we'll work on the council update, which will be due on September 30th. Then October 10th is our standard meeting. We'll review the presentation. Then November, we have our update on the 12th with City Hall study session. And then our meeting is on the 14th, so 2 days later. And then December, our meeting on the 12th, we're flopping standard meeting times at 11:30, and we'll do our holiday lunch at 12.
Anything else?
Now I make a motion to adjourn.
All right, motion's been made to adjourn the meeting. We'll get a second on that. So there's a motion. All those in favor? Opposed? You don't have to bring after me. I mean, did your homework.
Question, it's off, like, continue deals with that. Is when do we project the reopening of the brand?
I think technical needs to be completed at the end of August.
August 29th.
So when we figure out next steps on when the bonds will be sold, then we can get the contractor on, but we're hoping that we'll just use the same contract. So then they'll just keep the projects going. Then they'll get back with us on and they'll complete the next phase. So I meet with finance next week to determine how their process. I've been told, I think July, maybe when they'll sell the bonds. So, but in that meantime, once we set that date, then we can kind of figure out how the mechanism for, because what I'd like to do is be able to sell the bonds and be able to adjust the contract in the same meeting, so then we just keep things moving. So what I'll be looking at is sometime in July, because if we get it in July or early August, then that'll keep the contractor from breaking down and getting out of it. So, and from what I understand, they're moving like they're supposed to, correct? So, so I think we're on target. We've got to just. Well, I don't know yet. I mean, for even at the phase 2.
Well, I mean, that's what's being put out, it's technically in the program.
So it's estimated that phase 2 is in 10 weeks, but you gotta take into consideration of when we get the money, when we can roll from phase 1 to phase 2, and also the lead time for us to get all the furniture that's not included with running. Because then we have to get like the AV stuff done too. We also gotta get all the fitness equipment and then the furniture too. So, but the estimated time for phase 2 off the original, we call it submittal for the bid, they estimated it at 10 weeks. But Ruddick also told us that if we were able to move everything smoothly, that they're gonna revisit, make sure all the prices are good, and then regenerate the timeline.
I think once we get a firm, update the contract and get that going, I think we'll get a better feel from the contract on what's gonna take to finish it out. Yeah, that should happen, still happen this summer, for sure. But I'll know more next week when I hear back from our finance director and see how the process is gonna be to do both. Get selling the bonds and adjusting the contract. The big thing is which I don't think we did. We all did initially, but it's just a matter of adjusting the current one and then keeping the train, keeping things moving. So, I think we'll have an adjusted timeline once the contractor's like, okay, here's your money, you got it, go. Tell us now how long that's gonna take, this additional work. And it kind of depends on when we give them the go ahead